Welcome back to The Explainer. Today we're diving into something super exciting, a really bold vision for our future straight from our source material, and it's called Green Horizons. This isn't about those distant, kind of unreachable climate goals that get debated endlessly behind closed doors. No, we're looking at a totally laser-focused, actionable avenue for real, actual change. So we're going to deconstruct exactly what this whole concept means, why it absolutely matters, and most importantly, exactly who it's calling to action. All right, let's jump right in.
Now, when you hear the phrase green horizons, your brain probably instantly pictures, I don't know, a beautiful landscape, maybe a vast, super lush forest, right? But as our source text actually reveals, it's really a conceptual framework. It's defined as student entrepreneurship for sustainability. So it's not a place you travel to, it's a future you actively build. The material really hammers home that younger generations are the ones inheriting all these environmental challenges, which honestly makes them uniquely positioned to be the ones to solve them. By leaning into student entrepreneurship, we aren't just, setting up little businesses. We're actually building this incredible mindset of sustainable problem solving right from the ground up. Moving right into section 1, we're looking at entrepreneurship for sustainability and how we're merging two powerful concepts. The source does this brilliant job of bridging two truly massive ideas here. Think about student entrepreneurship for a second. It represents this amazing raw energy, fresh, totally unfiltered ideas, and this incredible willingness to just take risks, right? They don't have that baggage of quote-unquote how it's always been done. Now, combine that drive with sustainability, which is basically the absolute necessity of creating systems that actually support and maintain our planet's future instead of, depleting it. Just imagine the absolute collision of these two forces. It's like, okay, for example, instead of just sitting there learning about food waste in a biology class, a student actually looks around, notices the massive amount of organic waste in their own school cafeteria, and just goes out and builds a local composting service. They are literally taking that immense, youthful, entrepreneurial energy and locking it perfectly into sustainable goals. That is a literal formula for impact right there. And that brings us to section 2, businesses by school students, looking at the ground level reality. You see, the absolute core message of our source text today is just incredibly direct. This is a targeted, super specific call to action meant directly for school students. It's definitely not saying, wait until you graduate college or wait until you have decades of fancy corporate experience. No way. It is pointing the lens of sustainable business creation squarely at young learners right now, today. Just think about the sheer potential here. This looks like kids collecting discarded materials from local businesses and actually upcycling them into usable school supplies. Or maybe they're coding an app that tracks and even gamifies energy saving across all their different classrooms. It's just so empowering, and it really demands that we completely rethink who gets to be an entrepreneur in the sustainability space. And the answer, at least according to this text, is you. So if the horizon we are all aiming for is green, and the absolute most powerful vehicle to get us there is student entrepreneurship, well, the only question left is, what sustainable business will you start? The source material lays out the equation perfectly, but, it requires your action, your ideas, and your drive to actually complete the whole shebang. So take this concept, accept the challenge, and go start building. Thanks so much for joining me on The Explainer today, and hey, keep learning.